Of ICOFP and the Financial Planning Standards Board, I welcome you all and thank you for joining us today. Next 1 hour or maybe 1.5 hours, it's something where we are going to talk exclusively about careers in finance, in financial planning. I could see that even before I begin, I had a question coming in the chat. Yeah, so let me begin with that question itself. So the focus, let me first set the agenda. The focus of the talk today would be more centered around the insights of CFP. What lies in it? Okay, what is there inside? So when I say what is there inside, I essentially mean that what is the curriculum like? How does the curriculum benefit you? Kanaya, have we kept everybody on mute? Kanaya, have we kept everybody on mute?
Yes, sir. Everyone is on mute.
Okay, perfect. So at the end of the webinar, just to maintain a flow, we have essentially kept all of you on mute. At the end of it, we will unmute and like you are raising hands, so we will come one-on-one to each of you and answer your questions, that you rest assured. Yeah. Okay, so let me begin the talk with the question that came here. So Sahil said that is CFP valuable for a CA working in bank? So Sahil, first of all, good to know that you are a CA. I myself am a CA. You see, these two are completely different things, different focus areas, Sahil. So a CA as a program is more of accounting and audit focused program. Okay, that helps you get deeper knowledge into accounting and audit, financial accounting, management accounting, audit, taxation. That's where the expertise you go on and build. Whereas CFP as a program is focused on personal finance. This is a program which is focused on financial planning, meaning to say investments, financial planning, financial goal setting, personal taxation. So this is what you go on to study and specialize in CFP. Lot many times, people start comparing these two things, or maybe with other programs too. CFP, they go on to compare with CFA and CA and CPA and a lot of other stuff. I'll come to all that today. Yeah, you see, CA as a program started somewhere in 1880. Okay, in England, right? So 1880 and today we are what, 2020. So more than almost 150 years after that, we are seeing CA as a program today, and we can see CAs all across everywhere. CFP for that matter, forget CFP, the personal finance or the financial planning for that matter. Financial planning started only when the father of financial planning, Lauren Dunton, conceptualized the principles and the need of financial planning. Okay, and that happened only somewhere around the after the Second World War in the late 50s, right? So it's been just around 60-70 years that financial planning as a subject is evolving globally, right? And in this just 60-70 years, as compared to the programs or the domains which have been there for 150 or 200 years, like CFP has grown on a much larger proportion. I'll come to that how and why. I'll come to that too. Yeah, so with that, I begin my talk. I'll come to and all of you, and we'll take your questions as well. Kanaya, I hope I'm audible. My voice is very clear. There is no noise, etc.
Yes, sir. You are loud and clear.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so as I was setting the agenda, I told you that what CFP is. CFP is a program which is focused on personal finance. So when I say personal finance, I say let me go one step back. So finance essentially has three domains: personal finance, which relates to a person; corporate finance, which relates to a corporate, a company; and public finance, which relates to the government. Now, anything which relates to a person. So meaning to say my earning, my saving, my income, my taxation, my goals, all that, investments, all that comes into personal finance. So that's where the focus of the CFP program lies. It helps you be a specialist in the personal finance. Okay, that's where the curriculum is focused on. I would quickly take this slide. I won't spend much of time here. Uh, so again, going back to Sahilji, he was asking that will there be a scope of a CA working in bank, CFP for that matter. So Sahilji, you bring a lot of expertise in the accounting and finance, and being in the bank, you bring the banking domain expertise as well. Now this program, where it is going to value add is, this will make you also a specialist into the investment planning, the financial planning domain, right? So that will be an add-on for you, right? It's like adding a feather to your cap. Yeah. So the CFPs go on to work into bank, go on to work into mutual funds, insurance, the stockbroking, the wealth management, the financial planning firms, the tax planning firms. They go on to do their own fintech businesses, financial startups. So lot many areas, lot many avenues actually open for you with this program. Most of you who come from the finance world know this very well, and I completely believe that you will agree with me that finance is a very competitive world, and here me too doesn't work. So when I say me too, somebody else is a graduate, I am also a graduate, that doesn't help in the competitive world of finance. So here what is needed is, how do I race ahead of others? How do I stay ahead of the competition? And one way you stay ahead of the competition is building knowledge, is proving your knowledge, because this is a knowledge driven domain. Things are changing very fast, very rapidly. Every single day some new rules will come, some new products will come, the investment avenues will multiply, right? And then not only that, you also always need to justify yourself before your client too, meaning to say that their returns optimization, their portfolios optimization, lot many things happen, right? So that makes finance a very competitive world. And how do you stay ahead of competition is one, by knowledge. How do you build knowledge? It can come by having relevant education. So like Sahilji said, he's a CA. So bringing the relevant education that yes, you are a CA, right? And what also happens is, when you bring a certain professional education as a tag with you, that builds credibility as well, right? So knowing that you are a CA, probably people will like to talk to you a little more. Knowing that you are a CFP or a CFA, people will like to probably trust you more rather than somebody who is just a mutual fund advisor. Yeah, so that's where this difference comes in. So again, what this domain of personal finance, is this specific to somebody? Is this made for only for people who are maybe having background like Sahilji, who is from bank, or who is from the financial world? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Over the last 18 years, 19 years, since the time we have brought CFP program to India, right? We had the privilege, let me say that too. So we had the privilege of honor of bringing the CFP education to India. The CFP program exists today because we brought it. Yeah. So over the last 18, 19 years, we have seen that right from 12th pass students to 60, 65 years retirees, and even people from defense services coming and doing the program, doing CFP. Yeah. So it's more of people having their own goals. A student might probably do it for the sake of building a career into the BFSI domain. A working professional might do it probably because for a rapid growth, for a better knowledge, or maybe probably staying ahead of the competition. A finance practitioner, an independent practitioner or independent business person in the finance, you can probably do this for the sake of building credibility before your customer, right? Retired professionals, they do primarily as a long-term kind of a business, a side business that they want to step into, and also to develop their own expertise on the wealth management piece, right? And then the teachers. So we have seen a lot of teachers who teach commerce or the management subjects, all these related subjects, they also gradually develop a lot of interest into finance, and they tend to learn more about it. Yeah, so they also come in large numbers. So what I'm trying to say is, you can have your own reasons, not that you fit into any of these categories. You can have your own reasons. You need to find your reasons. We are there to help. Yeah. So let's move ahead. Let's know a bit more about CFP as a program. So CFP as a program in the new curriculum, when I say new curriculum, 2020 only, the entire curriculum, the framework of CFP has got changed in India, right? Got changed in India. And when I say got changed, it's a massive revamp. Now the curriculum involves a lot of global elements in it, right? So again, all of those who are from the accounting background here, so like Sahilji was from the accounting background, it's more like Sahilji studying the local accounting standards vis-a-vis the IFRS and the gap, that kind of the curriculum building has happened this time. Now the CFP curriculum has a lot of global elements in it, right? Every subject that you go on to study in the CFP program will have two modules, one India, one global. India, global, right? So meaning to say, even if you are studying, let's say, taxation, right? So you are not just studying about taxation in India, you are also studying about taxation as a whole, cross-border taxation, what are the tax planning strategies, etc. Yeah, so that makes the program really rich. It's not a country or a region focused program anymore. Yeah. What also has been done this time is within one program, and let me repeat this because that is the biggest USP of the CFP program. Within one program, you get 4 certifications. Yeah, you get 4 certifications. One program entitles you for 4 international certifications. That's the most unique part of it. It's a 4-in-1 program now. Yeah. What 4 certifications? I'll come to that. I'll explain you that. So that makes it very unique. Within those 6-7 months that you study and you complete your CFP, you get awarded with 4 global certifications, right? So that adds value to your profile, your credibility, your knowledge, your career. Yeah. So CFP, the certification is offered by Financial Planning Standards Board USA, right? It's a globally recognized certification valid in 27 countries. And when I say 27 countries, it includes all the biggies as well. So USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, Indonesia. So all these biggies, they approve CFP as the topmost certification in the personal finance domain. Topmost certification in the personal finance domain, right? Yeah, so as I was saying, the next 2-3 slides I am going to focus more on because the talk is supposed to be around the inside the CFP program. So meaning to say, I'll be talking a lot about the curriculum, the what you gonna study in the curriculum. Uh, so as I was saying that CFP program, the new CFP program has 4 levels, the 4 parts. As I was saying that there are 4 certifications, right? So the 4 certifications essentially mean there are 4 levels now: level 1, level 2, level 3, and final. Yeah. At each of the level, at each of the completion of each of the level, you get FPSB's international certification. So level 1 you complete, you get 1 certification. Level 2 you complete, you get level 2 certification. Level 3, and then final, you get final CFP. Yeah. So that's the unique thing about it. So what are those 4 levels? Yeah. So let me explain that broadly, and then we will get into the curriculum as well. So the first level is investment specialist. Yeah, that's called FPSB registered investment specialist. That's what the tag, that's what the certification that you get after clearing level 1. The level 1 is a program which is very focused on, very heavy on the the investment management per se, the personal finance per se, right? So when I say personal finance and investment, it uh, focuses more around the financial markets in India, the banks, the banking system, the capital markets, the stocks, the mutual funds, the equity, debts, uh, alternate investment products, right? So all about investing is what goes into the level 1, right? Level 1 has 3 modules. I'll come to that. I'll explain you that. Each of the modules also I'll explain. So that's what is level 1. Level 2, when you complete, you get the certification as FPSB's registered retirement and tax specialist. Why retirement and tax specialist? Because this part of the curriculum, the level 2, comprises of 2 subsections in it. One is retirement planning, the second is tax planning, right? So retirement planning again will have 2 subsets in it: retirement planning with regard to India, retirement planning with regard to the global, and tax again global and India. Yeah, so that all comes into retirement and tax, the level 2. Level 3 is risk and legacy. So when I say risk and legacy, here it's the program, though the risk part comprises of insurance, but it's not just purely insurance. Okay, it's a bit of risk management for a person, risk management in personal finance. How do you manage my risks, right? So right from the entire risk analysis to the risk profiling to insurance of the covers, LI, GI, everything that gets covered in this, in the risk part. In the legacy part, what you study more about is the estate planning piece. So when I say estate planning, the succession planning, the will, the wealth management, yeah, so that's what becomes the focus in the level 3. Okay, so when you complete level 3, you get FPSB registered risk and legacy specialist, that certification. Okay, and then comes the final certification, that's CFP certification, right? The CFP certification that you get in that level 4, you study largely about financial planning, how to prepare financial plan, how to construct financial plan, the entire areas of wealth management, the client behavior, the client acquisition, and all other business related, finance business related domains. And it also brings one capstone project which FPSB is working on. That will also be an add-on there. Yeah, so that makes the CFP final. The moment you complete all this, you get awarded the CFP certification. So that's the broader framework. Okay, so moving ahead, this is this slide there where I will like to focus more on. You can take screenshots of this slide if you want. You can request us to send you the entire this curriculum and everything on email as well. That rest assured we will mail you. If you want, we can send this to you on WhatsApp as well. Yeah. So why I'm saying, because this is the actual information piece that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so coming back to the inside of the curriculum. So level 1 investment specialist, I was telling you that it comprises of 3 subjects in it, 3 modules in it. We call it modules. Module 1 is PFM. Yeah, module 1 is PFM. PFM is personal financial management. Okay, personal financial management. What you go on to study in personal financial management is basics of personal finance, the basic concepts of personal finance: income, saving, budget, emergency fund, assets, liabilities, net worth. How do you create net worth, right? The financial strategies for a person, the debt, the loan, the financing, the financial markets. All this you go on to study in the PFM, the time value of money. Yes, that I missed. The time value of money, the most critical thing, brings a lot of numerical, lot of calculations angle to it, and you go on to learn the TVM calculations here. So that's the PFM, the first module. Now, PFM again is, as I was mentioning, will have global India, right? So there will be some topics which will be in global, some topics which will be in India. Now, Let me again explain what topics can be global. So like the time value of money, that computation of future value, the computation of present value, the formula will remain same whether you can compute this in India or US, right? So those concepts go on in the global framework. Whereas, let's say the debt options available before a client, the banking products, that will vary. That varies from country to country. So that's the India specific content. Yeah, so that ways the entire content is broken into global India, two separate pieces. Coming to the module two of level 1. Yeah, so module 2 of level 1 is investment planning and asset management. We call it IPAM, investment planning and asset management, right? So as the name suggests, what you are going to learn here is the different asset classes, the concepts of asset allocation, right? How do you plan your investments, the investment risks, and a bit of computations again here will also come, the standard deviations, the Greeks of the portfolios, the risk parameters of your portfolios, right? The investment theories, bit of wealth management will come here. The larger part will go in the last one, but bit of wealth management will come here. And behavioral finance is a very interesting component which comes here as well, because you need to study about behavioral biases that take people away when they think of money, right? So that all comes into investment planning and asset management. Yeah, that's this module, the module 2. This again will be broken into two parts, global and India, right? So when I say global and India, again, to help you understand, so in the global module of, let's say, the investment products, you are studying about, so let's say mutual funds. So you are studying about mutual fund portfolios. You are studying about how to calculate the beta of portfolio, how to calculate the standard deviation, that you're going to study there. Whereas, let's say, the moment you study mutual funds about Indian context in the Indian module, you will probably be studying what are the different kind of mutual funds available here, how to invest according to the Indian markets. Yeah, so the curriculum brings a lot of insights right from the global market to the Indian market. That's where you build your expertise in. Then comes the last module. The last module is, we call it RELC, Regulatory Environment and Legal Compliances, right? So no investment can be done unless and until you actually know the financial pitfalls that the customers do. And then if they do pitfalls, what are the protection available for them, right? So this broadly covers about all the legal aspects related to the financial markets, the SEBI Act, AML Act, the Anti-Money Laundry Act, right? So Banking Act, a lot of this will come here as short, crisp content. It's not very heavy, it's short, crisp content. Yeah. So that's what is CFP level 1. That's what is CFP level 1. Yeah. Moving ahead, CFP level 2. So CFP level 2 has two, as I was already mentioning earlier, has two modules in it: retirement planning, tax planning. Retirement planning is where you go on to study all about retirement. Yeah. So when I say retirement is just a word. It's more of planning for your finances after good 30-40 years. Yeah. So what are the principles, objectives, why do we need it, how to identify, how to project the retirement income that you need to have, the retirement cash flows, the withdrawals, the projections. So this all is a science, because today I may feel that I have 1 lakh rupees as income after my retirement, that would be sufficient, but it may not be, right? So that needs the whole of planning, the whole of computation, the strategic thinking behind it. That's what you go on to study in the whole of retirement planning here. Both, again, it will have global and the Indian elements in it. Coming to the tax. So we know, I mean, all of you who come from the financial industry in India, you know that lot many times people go on to invest into financial products primarily because their intent is to save taxes. Yeah, so even if that's the case, as a financial advisor, as a financial planner, or as a personal finance manager, you should be knowing the basics of taxation as well. Yeah, so that's what this taxation module does. It gives you insights of personal finance taxes. So when I say personal individual taxation, uh, let me clarify, it focuses heavily on individual taxation. You get a quick brush of all the direct indirect taxes, quick brush of corporate taxes, you study about MAT, etc., but just a quick brush. What this specializes is more of individual taxes, meaning to say income tax. That's the biggest component in this entire piece. Yeah. Also the cross border taxation. So an NRI here shifting to US, then what happens with my house rental income? Will that be how that will be accounted for, etc., etc., the various accounting standards, the how to do this. Yeah, so that's what this tax planning and optimization module does for you. Yeah, so by end of level 2 you are done with the financial and the retirement planning, you are done with the individual taxation. Yeah, then comes the level 3. Level 3, as I was mentioning earlier, it's combination of two: risk and legacy. Yeah. So risk, in the risk, I quoted it earlier as well, that you not only study about insurance, you go on to study about the principles of risk, how to manage risk, what is the risk exposure. So again, a bit of computation, the calculation elements come into it, into the curriculum. And then you go on study about the various insurance products, how to use them, and then the Indian context of insurance, the LIGI, the companies available, the plans available, the rider, the various other aspects, and the strategic solutions. So that's the risk management and the insurance content, the module 1 of level 3. Then comes the estate planning, or you call the legacy. So there, as the name suggests, estate planning. So what you go on to learn here is primarily about, if I have accumulated wealth, if I have created wealth for me, how do I pass it on? How do I carry? How do I distribute this wealth to my next generation? Right. So the whole of this, will writing, the transfers, the planning, that's what comes into the estate planning. So estate planning is more about, prior to estate planning, what you have studied is creating wealth for me. Now in estate planning, what you study about is, how do I transfer the leftover wealth to my next generation. Yeah, so creating wealth, taxation, transferring wealth, right? That's what this program, the level 1, level 2, level 3 prepares you for. And then comes the final CFP level. CFP final level is more of a management oriented level. Okay, management oriented level. So though you study here more about financial plan construction, how to develop financial plan in the module 3, but the module 1 and module 2 of CFP final primarily focuses lot about teaching you the management theories around the management of clients. Yeah, so it's more of helping you understand the business. So if you see financial planning, the whole of financial planning process, right, from how to interview a client, what details you need to look at, how do you plan, how to prepare, right, what professional skills do you need, what are the code of ethics that you should follow, right, all this you go on to study in the module 1 of CFP, that's financial planning process. Then you move on to module 2, that's engaging clients for life. That's more of client acquisition and retention of clients. That's what you go on to study in module 2, right? So how do you bring clients, what discovery process you follow, how do you discover the needs of the customer, right? Because what you also study there is not force selling. How do you identify the real need of people, and then you present them a solution that they can't deny. Yeah, so that's what the module 2 of level 3 does, engaging clients for life. And then comes the level 3, module 3 in level 3, that's developing effective financial plans. This is where you construct financial plans, you work heavily on Excel, MS Excel, you create financial plan, you go on to learn advanced formulae and the financial plan construction in MS Excel, the assessment, and all other areas of financial planning. Yeah, so now if you sum all this together, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and what I talked about right now, you see what all you have learned. You have learned about investments. You have learned about the personal finance, the basic personal finance concepts. You have learned about equities, the derivatives, the F&O, all the stock market stuff. You have learned about mutual funds and the alternate investments like bonds, PPF, NPS, all that too. Then you have learned about insurance, the entire risk management piece, LI, GI, health, all that stuff. You have learned about the financial planning for long term, for retirement planning, why, etc., the need analysis, everything. Then you have learned to save taxes, to optimize taxes, planning taxes, then how to transfer the wealth from me to the next generation. And then all this was knowledge building. Now I need to implement that knowledge in my work, right? So whether I am a professional, you are a professional, or you are an independent practitioner, meaning to say whether you are working somewhere or you are doing your own business, then you need to make application of all the whatever you have learned into your business or into your work. That's what the final level is all about, applying whatever you have learned to benefit in your business. Yeah. I am pausing for a while because I can see a lot of chats coming in. If I have not missed anything. Okay. Okay, nothing urgent. So all chats I can see, I'll take the chat, the questions from the chat at the end for sure. I'll take for sure. I'll take. Yeah. Okay. So I hope I have been very clear and very descriptive about the CFP content, the program insights, the curriculum, and how it prepares you, how it helps you to be a personal finance expert, right? So it's no more, it's not about just being a mutual fund agent. It's not about an insurance agent. As an insurance advisor, you may have uh, deep expertise into insurance, but please understand, your customer will treat you like an insurance agent, right? Unless and until he sees that credibility in you, right? So that's what the program does. It helps you build knowledge. It helps you build credibility. Few reasons, just a few reasons. Trust me, why I'm saying a few reasons, because the reasons are many more. And each of us, each of you have your own reasons to do CFP. If you go on to think for a while that why this program is good for you, what this program can do for you, right? Then you will be able to think whether you are a student who is maybe undergraduate, or maybe just around 10+2, or doing your masters or whatever, right from that to a working professional, right? Think for a while what this program can do for you. I have told you the learning, I have told you the benefits, I have told you how it impacts you. Think for a while, what is your takeaway? The moment you decide this is my takeaway, you set your expectations that this is how this program is going to help me. Bang on, you are there. This program is for you then. So what it does, it helps you create a successful career. It brings a lot of practical learning, a lot of insights. It for the working professionals, as I've already mentioned, it helps you multiply your career growth. 4-in-1 is something that's not to miss, not to miss. I can bet on it. Nobody, none of us, including me, I do not know of a program which offers me 4 international certification in just one program, and which is as short as 6-7 months. Yeah. So that's the biggest USP. And then for sure, yes, knowing that it's a global program, it's a topmost global mark of excellence, carrying that as a tag, adding that with my name. So as a CA, I write ACA Rajesh Kumar. So that's a privilege. That's a proud to have feeling, right? That okay, this person is a CA. Similarly, CFPs are allowed to add CFP after their name, right? So you can write, if you are a CFP, you can write Ajit Kumaran, CFP. Yeah. So that's the kind of privilege, the feel good factor, the proud that it brings to you, knowing that yes, you are different from others. Some of the other reasons also, for all those of you who are into businesses, now these stats which you are going to see here are all published on FPSB's website through uh, a global study that they have done. Yeah, so you can go and verify all these stats as well. So this stat says that a CFP qualified professional, if you are a business, finance business guy, if you are a financial advisor, a CFP qualified financial advisor earns almost on an average 40% more than a non-CFP. That's the kind of a difference that it brings. It will not happen overnight that, okay, tomorrow you have your CFP certification and then you say, my income has not gone up by 40%. But what will happen is it will happen eventually. Gradually your customers will start believing you more, will start transacting with you more, will start trusting with you more, right? And that will help you build your credibility, and will end of it will result into more business. The salaried guys who are working in the corporate world, the average salary of a CFP qualified finance professional is almost 33% higher than a non-CFP professional at the same age, at the same range, at the same bracket. Yeah. So it's a comparison done on almost the same age, same experience, same knowledge, same bracket, just the CFP difference. Yeah. So meaning to say that it, as I was saying in the beginning, it helps you create your own USP. Yeah. That yes, I am a CFP. I am possessing an internationally certified certification or a degree. Uh, Coming to the clients, the study says that the clients, more than 60% of the clients prefer to deal with somebody who has a CFP certification. Now, it's not that they just fancy it. It's because, you see, let's say you are going to a doctor, right? Now, whom will you like to go to? Somebody whose name is just written Dr. XYZ, and somebody whose name is written Dr. XYZ, MBBS, MS, FRCS, FRCP, right? Probably the second guy, because you know that because the degrees are there, so that means he has met certain basic qualifications. He may not be the best doctor in the world, for sure he may not be, but at least that brings you the conviction that he has qualified certain professional standards, he possesses certain basic knowledge, and he will be the right person for me. Yeah, so that's what it does for you. And the clients managed by CFP. So if you're a CFP, the clients that you manage vis-a-vis somebody who is not a CFP, and the clients, the business that they manage, the satisfaction index of the client, and the satisfaction index is computed on various parameters, right from return to service to ethics to the commitment, a lot of other stuff. That satisfaction index is 16% higher. 16% higher. That means their clients are far more happy, far more satisfied. Yeah. So that's what I was saying, that what happens is your clients start trusting you more, transacting with you more, and loving you more. And that essentially means more business for you. So that's about CFP. ICOFP, I'll now quickly jump into what ICOFP does for you. So ICOFP, International College of Financial Planning, we were the pioneers of CFP education in India. The way Lauren Dunton started financial planning in US, we brought the financial planning, the financial planning to India. Literally financial planning to India was brought by us way back in 2002. So we started financial planning, we started the CFP certification in India, and the FPSB board, all that, the setup, the everything was done by us. Even the curriculum, for that matter, the initial curriculum, even the content, the book, all that was done by us initially. Yeah, so that's the kind of authority that we have built on the CFP program. Okay, we remain to be India's #1, the first and the largest education provider for CFP. Yeah, and besides CFP, we have also done, what we have done is based on CFP, integrating this curriculum of CFP, we have developed our own PG diplomas program, 1-year PG diplomas program, okay, which integrates CFP curriculum in it. They are again very attractive programs. One can be done online, one can be done offline. So that's a very unique program again that integrates CFP, but that brings a PG diploma additionally to you as well. That's 1-year program. Yeah. So that's all makes us probably one of the most loved, one of the most awarded financial education college in the country. Why come to us? Why come to study for CAP with us? As I said, we are the first and the largest, right? We have been the core founding members of FPSB when it came to India. I have already talked about all the the study materials that you get for CAP. When you go on to do CFP, FPSB board gives you certain materials to you as well. That's online. You don't get to download it. You don't get a printed copy of it. That's more of an online book that they give you, right? Just a book. What we bring you is a very comprehensive study material. Very comprehensive. It goes on from textbook to workbook to practice papers to mock tests to quizzes to live classes by expert faculty, to video lessons, to recorded videos, to assignments, to projects, to guest lectures, right? So we bring a plethora of content for you, not just the one textbook. Yeah. So if you want to do CFP, yes, you can go on your own and register at FPSB and you can do CFP like the way you do CA. If you want to do CA, you can directly enroll at ICAI and you can study yourself and you can be a CA, right? There is nobody is going to stop you. But similarly, but what happens is people normally go on and prepare for CA with experts, right? So that's what CFP also offers you. You can go on to study on your own. But if you come to study with us, because we are the first and the largest, if you come to study with us, we're going to give you three options. Right now, the only two options, the virtual and the e-learning. The classroom, considering the post-COVID situation, because the institutes have not been allowed to open. So the classroom option, this option, you can leave for now. Yeah, only when the regular classes begin, we will be back to the classroom. What we offer right now is the virtual classes and the e-learning classes, e-learning videos. Yeah, so two ways for you to learn and to prepare yourself for CFP. So virtual classes is live classes, exactly the live classes, the same faculty, the same coaches who teach in the classroom, those faculty members teaching you online, okay? Teaching you online live, the way I am doing right now. Similarly, the faculty members coming and teaching you online. So it's like, and it's two-way. Because it's a webinar that I'm taking, so it's one-way communication right now, but the classes happen two ways. So you will be always on mute. You can talk to the faculty, you can raise questions, you can ask questions, you can talk to other peers in the group, right? So it's an online class that happens, okay? You can attend from anywhere in India. The classes happen on a very convenient time, Saturday, Sunday, right? So even for working professionals, it's not a challenge. And by any chance, if you happen to miss a few classes, or if you happen to get delayed by a few minutes or an hour or whatever, right? So all the classes get recorded and the recording is uploaded in the LMS, the learning management system that we give you. That's again an USP. Yeah, so we give you an online learning management system. All your classes are recorded there, are visible there. So if you miss, or even if you don't miss, if you want to just play, rewind, and revise your concepts, you can go and do that. Yeah, so that's the virtual classes, virtual online classes. The best kind of delivery happen here. Then comes the e-learning. E-learning is where it's more of a DIY kind of, it's a more of a self-paced program. Okay, so whatever content we have, we will give you recorded lessons taught by faculty, we will give you, but it's pre-recorded, right? It's a video that you can run, you can see, you can, the classes. Yeah, you can't interact with the faculty live. It's just a already recorded class, already recorded video, which will be given to you, right? That's what comes into the e-learning part. So one is live, virtual is live, e-learning is not live, it's pre-recorded. Yeah, so one is interactive, virtual is interactive, two ways. E-learning is one way, you are just watching it. Yeah, so that's the kind of difference between virtual and e-learning. Coming to the content that we're going to offer you, you will have concept books for whatever module, the curriculum that I was showing you. Though you will get books from FPSB as well, but FPSB books will not be printed. They will be online, not downloadable. You can't save them, you can't download them. You will have to just read them. Now imagine reading 300, 400 pages of a book online on your mobile device or on your laptop, right? So that's absolutely crazy. Whereas what we do is we give you both. We give you ebooks also, we give you physical books also. Physical books, because most of us have been taught, have been brought in that manner that we love reading from physical books. So you have physical books where you can mark, you can bookmark, you can underline, you can study, you can interact with the faculty, ask questions about the content. That's one. Ebook, why? Because even if you are traveling, even if you are out somewhere, or just a quick recap you want to do, so ebook you can open in your mobile, or you can access it from anywhere. Yeah, so we bring all that to you. Then the workbooks, whatever numericals questions, practice, concept questions, all that, right? What FPSB gives you, just 18-20 questions in there in the book that they offer you online. What we bring to you is close to 700 odd questions on each level. So that's the kind of preparation that is needed. So imagine practicing 700 questions and appearing for an exam, vis-a-vis somebody practicing 18-20 questions and appearing for an exam. Yeah, so that's the difference that we bring on. Then we make you do a lot of group projects. We bring videos. As I was saying, the classes are recorded. They are given to you as videos. There are online mock tests which are available before exam. We encourage you to do an online mock test, self-assess yourself. Various assignments that happen on each of the module. We give you an assignment so that a larger conceptual clarity also comes in. The faculty mentors you for the assignments. And now comes the most critical part. Before every exam, because the exams happen once in a month, somewhere around the third week, the exams happen for 5 days. Yeah, you can opt for and you can choose the exam the day you want. Now the exam happen online, and the faculty, before every exam date, they have exclusive sessions with those who are appearing in that exam for that month. So let's say 18, 20 or 20 odd students appearing for exam in that month. They come and 2-hour session for each of the module, right? So let's say level 1, it has 3 modules. So 6-hour session where our experts gonna come, those same faculty who taught you, they are going to come back to you again, do a recap to help you solve the quicker questions, do the entire revision, the practice, the doubt clearing, everything again on those 2 hours. So making you far more prepared for the exam. And then comes case studies, more of for your theoretical, the conceptual knowledge, and guest lectures. So we keep on bringing a lot of experts from the industry in your classes sometimes to bring practical knowledge, practical exposure of what is happening in the industry. It's not only learning from the books. Yeah, so that's what happens. These have been bundled together. In the classroom you get all this, in the virtual you do not get the case studies and the guest lectures. You do not get these 2 elements in the virtual mode. In the e-learning, you do not get the assignments and the doubt clearing as well. Yeah, so that's what is the offering, the way we teach you for CFP. You are taught by the experts, the most trusted experts, the best known names from the financial academic world. So like, for example, Madhu Sinha. Madhu is the former director of FPSB. When FPSB board in India came, she was at early 2004, I believe. Yeah, so she was the director of FPSB board in India. Yeah, and now imagine somebody who was the board, who was at the board of FPSB coming and teaching you. So that's the kind of faculty, that's the kind of expertise that we bring. CFP, CFAs, CAs coming and teaching you. Yeah. Now you would be thinking that what are the fees for doing CFP? So if you want to, there are 2 routes, self route and the EP route, the education partner route, like coming to us or coming to some other education partner. So there are certain fees that you pay to the board. There are certain fees that you pay to us. So the fee that you pay to the board, the first thing that you pay is $165. $165. Why I'm saying, because this is paid in dollars online. Okay, so this is your registration fee. This is valid for 1 year. Okay. Then comes the content fee. As I was saying, that FPSB gives you books. That's mandatory. There is no escape from that. For each level, there is $60 each. And the final level is $120. You can pay it one by one. It's not needed that you have to pay $300 altogether. You can pay it one by one. So level 1, when you're doing level 1, just pay $60, get it. When doing level 2, just pay $60 more, get it. Yeah, that's mandatory. You have to get it. And then comes FPSB exam fee. When you take the exams for each level, you have to pay certain exam fee. That's $61 for each of the level 1, level 2, level 3. For the final level, you have to pay $122. Yeah, that's the exam fee. Now, again, exam fee, September and October, the exam fee was waived by FPSB after we got that deal that, okay, let's waive the exams and encourage people to take more exams. Okay, so that's the kind of certain waivers, offers, discounts that at times board may also introduce, but board may also introduce. That's not in our control at all. And then the final CFP certification fee, when you complete all levels, when you become a CFP, you get your CFP certification. That CFP certification costs you $120. Okay, this is more of an annual fee. You can renew we recommend that you renew your certification fee. A lot of professionals do not go on to renew their certification. Okay, so that's the $120. Yeah, so this is what you pay to the board. And mind you, again, as I was saying, this you can pay as and when needed. It's not paying all of them together. $165, $60 only for level 1, $60 only for level 1 exam. Likewise, you can go on. Okay. Now, so when I say FPSB registration fee is $165, the best thing is not to go and register at FPSB directly. Why? Because this has validity. As I mentioned, it has validity of 1 year. So within 1 year, you have to take exams. If you don't clear exams, then you will have to pay $165 more to have your time extended for clearing the exams. Okay. So what is advisable is you study with us. When you get prepared, you kind of get a sense that, yes, I'm prepared. Then 15-20 days in advance, you go and register at FPSB. So that way what happens, at least that preparation time gets extended. And that time, this 1 year, that gets a little longer for you. So when you come to study with us, what we offer, what the fee that we have is, yes, you can come to us for each of the levels separately. Somebody coming and saying, I want to study only for level 1. Somebody saying, I want to study for only level 2. So level wise, you can pay me fee and you can study. That's the one model of it. Yeah, you can very comfortably, you can come and study with me at level wise. That's always welcome. Yeah. If you sum all these together, the virtual classes cost you 55,000 rupees. The e-learning classes, the e-learning videos, that package, the entire package of those many things would cost you 40,000 rupees. That's the CFP study fee at ICOFP.